Okay, so today we're diving into something pretty chilling from the Cold War. Often misunderstood, I think.
Definitely.
Perimetry. Or, as it's mostly known in the West, the dead hand.
Right.
And look, forget the sort of Dr. Strangelove doomsday machine myths.
Yeah, the movie stuff.
Exactly. Our mission here is to unpack the terrifyingly rational reality behind it. A system designed not to start a war, but maybe to make one totally unthinkable.
That's the core idea. And for you listening, understanding this is about grasping how a system could promise nuclear retaliation, even if, the entire leadership was just gone instantly.
The ultimate backup plan.
It's the ultimate deterrent, yeah.
Yeah.
And what that means for stability, even now.
So where did this come from? Perimetry was, it seems, a defensive reaction.
Absolutely defensive. It was a response to this terrifying new possibility, the decapitation strike.
Wiping out the leadership first.
Exactly. Taking out the command centers, the top brass, before they can even react. And the U.S. back then introduced these incredibly accurate submarine missiles, like the Trident D5.
Ah, the Tridents.
Yeah, and they slashed the warning time for Moscow. I mean, cut it from maybe 30 minutes.
Which is already not long.
Right, down to as little as 3 minutes.
3. Wow. Just imagine that pressure.
It's almost impossible to overstate what that meant. An existential threat, really, to the Soviets' command setup, which was very centralized. Systems like Kazbek.
Kazbek, right. That was their main secure line to the nuclear forces.
Essentially, yeah. The nuclear briefcase system, communications. If that gets knocked out in the first 3 minutes, who gives the order?
Nobody.
Precisely. So this deep fear, and it was amplified by things like Able Archer 83.
That big NATO exercise.
Huge exercise, yeah.
Yeah.
Soviet intelligence actually briefly thought it might be real. A cover for a genuine first strike.
Yikes.
That kind of tension.
Yeah.
It all pushed towards this secret decision in 1974. Build perimetry.
Mm-hmm.
And it went live, became operational January 1985. Okay, so you've got minutes, maybe seconds, to decide the fate of the world. How do you guarantee a response if the people in charge might already be gone? That's the terrifying question it answers.
Right.
But critically, you mentioned this isn't just some rogue AI. There's a human element.
Absolutely crucial. It's not Skynet.
So how does it work? How does this system figure out, okay, this is real, we're under nuclear attack?
Well, it's a complex, multi-layered process. It starts with a huge network of sensors spread across the territory.
Okay, what are they looking for?
Physical signs of nuclear explosions. Big things. Seismic shocks, ground tremors, intense spikes in radiation, major air pressure changes, even the sudden blinding light flashes.
Right, the physical evidence.
And this is really key, it doesn't just look for that, it also has to confirm a complete, total loss of communication with the top command posts. Like, nobody's answering.
So it needs both. Widespread explosions, AD silence from the top.
Both. That's the dual verification. It prevents triggering on, say, a single accidental nuke or a communication breakdown alone.
Okay, that makes sense. Then what? If both conditions are met.
Right. So if you have confirmed impacts and the leadership is confirmed offline, authority to retaliate automatically transfers down the chain of command.
Automatically. But not to a machine.
No. This is where it gets really interesting. The final decision, the irrevocable order to launch the retaliatory command rockets.
These are the 15A11 rockets, right? The ones that broadcast the launch orders.
Exactly. They don't carry warheads themselves. They fly high over Russia, sending launch codes to any surviving missile silos, mobile launchers, submarines. That final launch decision is still made by humans.
By actual officers.
Pre-authorized human officers located in super-hardened underground bunkers, places like Kozvinsky Kamen Mountain Facility. They get the alert, they verify, and they make the call. Under unimaginable circumstances, obviously.
So it enables retaliation. But a human still has the final say. That's a critical difference from the myths.
It really is. And the genius of it, if you can call it that, isn't about physically protecting the leaders, but about strategic protection. It perfects the second strike.
Meaning?
Meaning it makes absolutely sure that anyone thinking of launching a first strike knows for certain that they will be destroyed in return, even if their first strike is perfectly successful.
It guarantees mutually assured destruction. MP.
Precisely. It reinforces M.D to the absolute limit. The paradox is, this system promising total destruction is actually meant to prevent the war from ever starting.
Huh. And I read something interesting, too, that it might even act as a cooling effect. Seems counterintuitive.
It does, but think about it. If you know retaliation is guaranteed eventually by perimetry, maybe you don't have to launch immediately based on ambiguous warnings.
You can wait. You have a few more minutes to be absolutely sure it's not a false alarm because the backup system exists.
Exactly. It reduces that use it or lose it pressure in a crisis. Less chance of an accidental launch based on, say, a flock of geese on radar.
Which actually happened.
Which actually happened, yes. So where are we now? General Sergei Karakayev, the head of Russia's strategic rocket forces, confirmed it's still operational.
Still active today.
And being modernized, there's talk of integrating hypersonic weapons, maybe even elements of AI.
Okay, AI. That sounds concerning.
It introduces totally new risks, doesn't it? Imagine a sophisticated cyber attack that feeds the system bad data.
Or AI data poisoning. Tricking it.
Right. Making it misinterpret something benign, maybe a natural event like a large meteorite shower, or just sensor errors as a full-blown attack. The potential for catastrophic miscalculation, it just goes up.
So the dead hand, it's this incredible chilling paradox. A system built to stop a war by promising the absolute end of everything if one starts.
It really is. And its legacy, what endures, is this stark reminder, isn't it? The technology of apocalypse keeps evolving, getting faster, maybe smarter.
But the wisdom.
But the wisdom to control it, to make sure it's never ever used, that remains the hardest part, the most critical and maybe the most elusive piece of our security.
Right.
Still?
So, thinking about all this, the sheer logic.
Hey there, Mr. G. Cyrus is the name. For all things military,